So, hello everyone. Welcome back to some more Planescape Torment. Some things I'd like to mention beforehand before we get going. First of all, I see today, around midnight last night or so, Tiger Lily Poison, thank you so much for the follow and the subscribe. I'm thinking that might be from, don't quote me on this, but it might be from the recent article that came out from Lord of the Rings Online. Apparently amongst their fan stuff, they mentioned both myself and Aaron Romeo Moon Burke in their fan videos and stuff, which, thank you all, by the way. And thank you again for Tiger Lily. Hope you keep enjoying and keep watching with us. We'll be doing that again Sunday for some more Lord of the Rings Online. But anyways, that aside, I've been noticing some stuff because I tried playing the game last night to try and get some stuff ready just in case things went awkward today. I was trying to get the things set up for... Load. Trying to get things set up for this because I think there's an issue with this game where you were meant to, at certain points or certain places, if you can, you were meant to actually grind bubbles. I was not aware of this. So we might have to actually cheese it to try and get through the last bits of the game. I'm going to try to literally in-game cheese it, but we might have to actually, like, break the code and enter some stuff into the developer console to help push me through. It's sad that it has to come to that, but I'd rather a more legitimate version like that of cheating than most other versions. But also I noticed that I think we had a weird bug last time where I was in the middle of a fight with this version of the Nameless One, and he kept getting hit, which is a really weird bug to have happen. But I think the reason that happened, though, might be because I'm streaming, because I noticed that also closing on the game yesterday when I wasn't streaming went perfectly fine without a hitch and took like maybe a half a second, and I was out of it. It's like, that's really unusually strange, strangely clean. I do wonder. So we're going to test some theories today, because I do wonder if maybe this game still isn't completely like stable streaming. Let's find out.
Die.
It is because I'm streaming! It is because I'm streaming! I can hack the game!
Damn.
The game is broken. Because I am streaming, I can literally outgame the game. Don't even need to go into actual cheats. I can slightly bug it. Here we go. One more time. For you is a ghostly form Dianara. Her spectral gown seems stirred by some ethereal breeze. Her eyes rest on yours and you feel a strange, disjointed sensation. Dianara. My love, at last I have found you. I searched for you after you were divided by the crystal. This fortress spans hundreds of miles, and I fear you were lost to me. Her ghostly eyes taking your measure, searching your bodies for new wounds. Are you well? I think so. The crystal divided me, but I am whole once again. Now I am trapped here, however. I suspect trapping you here was the crystal's true purpose, but it poses no barrier for one such as I. She closes her eyes. Much do my eyes see, and the halls of this fortress are well known to me. If you are trapped here, my love, I shall see to it you are set free. Where is it you wish to go? I would speak to you for a moment and tell you why you died, how you died, and why. When I brought you to this fortress, it was my intention that you were to die here. I needed someone to remain behind so that they would serve as a link to this place. I knew because you loved me so much that your love would stave off death and allow you to become a spirit, and this is why you suffer now. It was, I am sorry, Dianara. Do you love me? If you say yes, my love, then nothing else has happened matters. Though I did not know you at first, I have come to love you. Your suffering has become mine, and I have found that I will do anything I can to help you. Then I will aid you, my love. Tell me how I might help you. And what I should do. I am trapped here. Can you please help me escape? I wish to go to where my mortality is and recover it. As you wish, my love. Touch my hand in the walls, so this fortress shall be walls no more. Take her hand.
I forgive what you have done. I shall wait for you in death's halls, my love.
I hope to be there someday. Okay. I have the quick save game, which I did some tinkering with. We might come back to that. Because I want to see what our options are going to be. We might actually do the multiple endings today because of how I've saved certain things. But main save. Yes, we can progress from here. Let's see what happens. We'll try what we did last time. Someone will answer. I don't remember seeing this last time.
So you have come. Then you shall die again. So you have come. You are unwelcome here, Broken One.
What have you done to my friends?
Are they dead? Yes. Unlike you, they have but one life. And they wasted it for your sake.
They died for you as surely that they died for you, as they always have. Such is the way of all mortal things. It is the fate of all that follow you, Broken One. You have forgotten much. Why did you do it? They tried to harm me here of all places. I defended myself. In so doing, mortality claimed them. Their deaths were by their own hand. I gave them the opportunity to depart this place, but they seemed determined to help you, despite the cost to themselves. So you killed them. The tiefling girl was especially fierce in her defense. Her feelings for you burned brighter than Elysium's fire. And the Tanari, she was quite strong. Her tolerance for pain could have shamed the Byatsu themselves. I took no pleasure in their deaths. Then why did you do it? It was not my will, it was not I that brought them here. All of them had a choice, and they chose to die for you. It has always been the way of all that follow you, for they are tormented souls seeking a release, but they know not why. You have forgotten this, and you shall again. Who are you? Why have you done this? It cannot be that you have come all this way and not know what lies at the end. What do you mean? I am that walks with all life. My voice is a deaf rattle. At a last breath in the throat, the whisper of a dying man. You are my mortality. Yes, I am. That which has split from you by the hag's power, freed from the prison of your flesh. Freed from me? The moment I was split from your cancerous shell, I knew life. I knew freedom. I shall not surrender it to you. We were not meant to be separated, and the planes have suffered because of our separation. You know nothing of meaning and separation. Of meaning and separation. Before your memory dies again, know that we were never meant to be as one. This shall be the last time you and I speak, Broken One. Then there's something I would know, Spirit. I have traveled far, and there is many questions I would have answered. I will indulge you. This is one last time, then this fortress shall be silent again. Then my questions are these. You've done everything you can to prevent us from being face to face. Why? Do you think I fear to face you, Broken One? I do not. Is that why you send shadows to kill me rather than trying to defeat me yourself? They'll never succeed in killing me, nor will they. I send shadows because their reach is long, yet it is my eyes that guide them. So the shadows can travel distances you cannot. There's nothing I cannot do. Yet you never travel beyond these walls to fight me. You only sent shadows. That is how a coward fights. My energies are needed to sustain this place, Broken One, else it would be my hand on your throat with each of your deaths. I may not travel beyond these fortress walls for long. Yet when I was in the fortress, you sent Ignis to try and stop me when you could have stopped me yourself. The sorcerer was convenient. His rage for you runs deep, though I thought it fitting he be allowed vengeance upon you. If the plains cannot teach you mercy, perhaps pain can. He wanted revenge for my teaching him the way of the art and making him suffer. Yes, as pain taught him, I thought pain might teach you, but the sorcerer was weaker than I had thought. And now you are here. Soon there shall be an ending of things between us, Broken One. So you sent Ignis to try and stop me, but then he failed. Then you still couldn't confront me, even when you could have. Instead you put this crystal in my path to imprison me. Ah, yes, the crystal is a prison, perhaps one of the greatest ever devised. I used it for I tire of tracking you across the plains, Nameless One. You are difficult to find. I prefer you be kept close where I may watch you. The crystal is such a place where you may be kept. I would know how you freed yourself from the crystal. Why am I difficult to find? It is of no consequence. Why not tell me then? I will forget this anyway, and I would know it this last time. Just as there is no power in names, there is power in not having a name. The eyes of the plains slide off such a one such as you, and one such as I. I would know how you freed yourself from the crystal. My ways are my own. Know that the prison cannot hold me, just as you cannot stop me now. Such arrogance shall be a test. We shall test that arrogance this day, Broken One. We shall see. There's other things I would know. What can change the nature of a man? The question is meaningless. Nonetheless, before there is an ending between us, I would hear your answer. Then this is my answer, and you are the proof. Nothing can change the nature of a man. Actually, I believe that right there. If there's anything that I have learned in my travels across the plains, is that many things can change the nature of man. Whether regret, love, revenge, or fear, whatever you believe can change the nature of a man. Then you will learn a false lesson, Broken One. Have I? I've seen belief move cities, make men stave off death, and turn evil hags' hearts into evil hag's heart half-circle. This entire fortress has been constructed from belief. Belief damned a woman whose heart clung to hope, and another loved when the other lover hope that another loved her when he did not. Once it made a man seek immortality and achieve it, and it has made a posturing spirit think it is something more than part of me. You are defiant. Your defiance will hurt you more than any would in this place of belief. Belief cannot change the nature of a man. Perhaps I shall put the test later. For now, there are other things I would know. We were not meant to be divided in spirit. Actually, no, let's see. What are all our options? This is the final question. What can change? We are not meant to be divided, spirit. Our separation is unnatural. I cannot continue to live and die like this. It is no matter to you. Cannot die. Your mind may be lost, but your flesh will live on. Mind may be lost. What do you mean? I have felt your spirit erode, yet you live on. That is all that is needed. Needed? Why? We share a link, you and I. However small, I do not wish you destroyed, only far from me. Then why have you been trying to kill me all this time? It is of no consequence, is it? Maybe you don't want to kill me because if I were to die, the link between us would be broken, and you would be destroyed as well. You cannot die. Well, if I cannot die, then you can't exist. You're my mortality. Perhaps once, no longer. I have changed. I have transcended to become something greater. Perhaps so. But at your core, you are still my mortality. If I die, you die. You know nothing of what you speak. Your words are as hollow as is your shell. I think I know exactly what I'm saying. If I were to be destroyed, you would be destroyed. You listen, but you do not hear. Know that you cannot die. Actually, I can. Now. I had a golem-forged weapon that can kill even me. All it needed was to be brought to a plane cut off from the rest of the planes, so my mortality could not draw upon other lives. And here I am. You lie. Hold up the blade. Do I? Look upon this blade. See its nature. If you cannot if you are as all-knowing and all-powerful as you claim, then you would know this is the weapon that can unmake me, and since we share a link, it is a blade that can unmake you. You would not dare such a thing. You know I would. After all the misery you put me through, I would gladly stab right through your spectral hide. If I perish, you shall perish. Our link shall be broken. You shall die the final death. Then, as I see it, I have two choices. Either we both die, or I let you kill me again and again, losing what few pieces of my mind I've left. I think I would prefer a quick death, unless you have a third solution. There is no resolution to this matter. You will surrender the blade, then you shall submit. You will leave this fortress, and you will leave without your memory. There's no other solution. There is one other one. Reunite with me. We will become one again as we were meant to be. You know not what you do. If we are reunited, then it shall be an ending. There shall be no future for us. We shall not go on to further torments. It is better that happen than the multiverse continues to suffer because of us. If we become one, we shall suffer. There's too much of the nature of the first one in us for us to be saved. We shall be damned if you know not what you do. No, I know very well what I do, and I think this is the only answer. Prepare yourself. Know that I have always hated you, Broken One. When we are one, I will continue to hate you. When your shell dies at last, know that I shall take pleasure in your death. I can live with that, and so can the planes. Know that my hatred for you will unmake the planes. Prepare yourself. We shall be as one again until our last moments of life. Before we do, one of my friends, is it possible to save them? I am mortality itself. The nature of life and death is something I know well. When we are one, my knowing shall be yours. Very well. I am ready to become mortal again. As you reach out with your power, Mort suddenly floats to the air. Hold on, Chief. You don't need to resurrect me. I was, kind of kidding lying there. You know, listening to you too. You are feigning death. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm already dead, and, Chief, what happened to your voice? I am something else now. The time runs short, and soon time and fate will catch up with me. I'll return you to Sigil, Mort, if you wish it. Return me? What about you? Come on, Chief. I may be a coward, but there's no way I'm going to leave you in this place. Many are the crimes that were committed when my mortality and I were split. These crimes carry a price. You may not go where I will soon be. Well, I could go with you anyway, Chief, if you want me to. I mean, we've been through work. Not this time. Perhaps one day you and I will meet again, on another plane, but not now.
Not to get all misty-eyed, but, it's been a pleasure, Chief.
Farewell, Mort. Reach out with your power and there's a rush of air, and Anna stirs. She raises her head and then shakes it confused. Anna, are you alright? Her eyes widen as she hears your voice. What happened to you? Your voice, it's like it echoes, it does. I have changed. I am something else now. and I cannot remain here much longer. I will return you to Sigil if you wish it. What? She opens her mouth and pauses. Where are you going? Many were the crimes that were committed when my mortality and I were split. These crimes carry a price. There is a place reserved for the ones such as I on the lower planes. It is punishment of a sort. But I don't want you to go. I will not forget how much you were willing to sacrifice for me, Anna. Anna nods. She looks like she's about to say something else, but then falls silent, but the unspoken thought remains in her mind lingering. I do not need your words. I know your heart, Anna. Farewell. Power touches Dakon as he takes a staggered breath. He then looks up weakly. It looks like he's barely clinging to life. Awaken, Dakon of Shartelor, last wielder of the Karach blade. He hears your words. Dakon slowly nods. Your voice. You have at last come to know yourself. Yes, it was a difficult thing, and it cost many lifetimes. Many suffered so that I might know myself again. The knowing of oneself is a difficult path. In knowing it, I know where I shall soon be bound. Time and fate have come even as we speak, and I will not be here much longer. I will return you to Sigil, Dakon, if you wish. Dakon falls silent for a moment, then he speaks again. His voice is sharp, as if severing a link. Know that once I owed you a debt. Know that you saved my life, and know that I followed you to settle that debt.
I have paid for your life with mine. The debt is settled.
Very well, Dakon. Our two deaths were as one. You will leave this place of your freedom. As your power touches Grace, she rises dizzy to her feet, even disoriented. She somehow manages to maintain her composure. Welcome, Grace. Grace looks up as she holds your eyes for a moment. She then smiles, but it's a slight smile. She carries more sadness than anything else. Your voice. So you found yourself at last. Yes, the price was high. The cost was many lifetimes, mine and others. The price of such a thing is seldom measured in copper. Grace studies your features. Are you still? I am still the one you know, but my perspective has changed. I've not forgotten you, if that is your fear. Grace smiles again, the same sad smile as before. No, that was not my fear. I cannot remain here for much longer. My punishment calls, and fate and time shall soon be here. I will return you to Sigil if you wish. That is not my wish. Falfer Grace reaches forward, her hand lightly touches your arm. There is a slight tingling sensation, barely felt when she takes it away. I will find you again, no matter where in the lower planes you will be, just as you shall be able to find me. I may be a long time where I am bound. Time is not measured in years, and the crimes I have committed are stronger than any cage. No cage shall separate us, no plane shall divide us. Falfen Grace becomes more like stone. Keep thinking of me, and we shall meet again. I shall not forget all that you have sacrificed for me. She shakes her head. Just do not forget me. Time lays waste to all things, but I shall fight as long as I can.
Time is not your enemy. Forever is.
Perhaps so. Farewell, Grace. Thus is the ending. I do have questions though, although I'm kind of tempted to wait for this to play out a little bit longer to see what the end credits do. Like, I'm not sure if there might be an extra bit at the end or not. Most games didn't, but I'm not so sure because this is a very story-driven game, and I know they like to throw like little hints and teases maybe on story-driven games even back then. Also, this music is pretty good. These are the people to blame for any problems you have with the audio. We definitely didn't have any problems with the music people. They did great. My only problem with the voiceovers is that there weren't enough of them. Software use limitations, limited license. Hence edition credits. So yeah, there's no more cutscene. I'll be down in a little bit. People who touched up the original musical score. Marketing team, quality assurance team. You guys need to test what happens when OBS plays. I've been a naughty boy. Localization. Community manager, beta testers. Holy cow. I wonder if it got like early access and they consider those beta testers. Special thanks, Wizards of the Coast, D&D digital licensing team. Original Planescape, Torment credits. I think we're done here. Anyways, we got to see the main ending. So supposedly at the end of all things, the Nameless One is sent to the lower planes to supposedly be forced into the battle of the upper and lower planes of the hellscape, and presumably, as long as he can remember his friends and doesn't die, he should be able to be saved. And with that, if he isn't saved, he'd likely die down there anyways because he's immortal again. So, long story short, there isn't an actual ending. The Nameless One has become a new man, he is immortal again, and it is very likely, as long as he can hold on, his friends will find him again and save him from the lower planes. And I think that's probably where a lot of the fan art comes from, is that he eventually does come back, and there's even artwork I've seen of him and Anna just walking the streets of Sigil together. So, congrats to you, Nameless One, you survived. And congratulations to all your friends, and congratulations to the story makers of this game. This game is crazy. It's way too big for an old game like this. I just wish there was more voice acting, so I wouldn't have to keep voice acting everything myself. It would sound a little bit better, but really good game. Highly enjoy it. We're done with this, and starting on Monday then, unless something gets cancelled, we should be starting System Shock, the original, or the enhanced version of the original, I should say. So stay tuned for that. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for the System Shock, and also stay tuned for both Dungeons & Dragons Hyborian Age tomorrow, and for some more Lord of the Rings online on Sunday, again, as long as people don't have to cancel. See you then, and have a good night, and stay safe out there. See y'all later.